Hey gamers, it's your boy. Before we start, a word from this video's sponsor. Hey gamers, it's Laidesman here, also known as Fragmented Rose Dev. So this video is sponsored by Fragmented Rose and me, because I'm the game developer on Fragmented Rose, and you can check it out in the description below. It's on GameJolt. It's free. It's pay what you want. It's only made by me, but I'm looking for feedback, and all feedback is good feedback. So tell me what I can improve, what's good, what's bad, and it's free in the description below and in the pinned comment. And yeah, back to the video. Yeah, thank you me for that sponsorship. Read. Oh, thank you, future me, for that sponsor for me. Remember to play Fragmented Rose. Hello everyone. It's Laidesman here. It's your boy. Was not expecting to be talking about UnderTale again, and I'm still really awkward with the whole commentary thing again, cause I used to do videos really. I'm not really known for pretty much anything, but I'm not known for consistency, and I've been fooling around with what kind of videos I do on this channel. Some of it's really popular, some of it's not. Undertale, I would say, is one of the few things that really blew up on my channel. I used to, back in the day, I used to do compilations of I want to say in 2016, 2017, 2015, around there, I used to do compilations my friend Bilu. Well, I would just kind of take comic dubs and then splice them together and put them in a compilation. Some of them were monetized, some of them won't. I would always try to get into contact with the creator. If they said, if I couldn't get in direct contact, I would just comment on the video. And and then if they didn't want to monetize, then I want to monetize it. If they didn't care, then I would monetize it. But for a bit, I probably could have made a living off of it, but it didn't feel right kind of monetizing other people's videos and stuff like that. And it wasn't the most fulfilling thing, just kind of doing compilations over and over again. But yeah, that's basically a little bit of my backstory was UnderTale. It was really popular on my channel, and I think if you go to the most viewed, I think it's the Amalgamites battle, compilation thing. And yeah, like I said, I didn't feel like monetizing. So today's topic is ZombieTale. Ooh, it's actually one that I actually heard about. Gotta be once I started getting into the alternate universes, or AUs as they're called. They okay, so I'm gonna try to explain all this because it's pretty long-winded. TLDR, go read ZombieTale. It's free. Tumblr is a little bit weird, but yeah, I fully recommend it. Yeah, and that's it. I just recommend it. It's honestly really good. But yeah, so in the long-winded answer, so if we start from the beginning, Undertale kind of plays with the timelines, mostly with the Sans fight. He talks about how there's different timelines, and something like that. For the town's negative, and then especially the stuff is Gaster and all that crazy stuff. So the fandom and its glorious wisdom started to make their own takes on alternate universes, as I said before, AUs or stuff like that. Were Glitztale and Stroptale the ones that really come to mind. But today is ZombieTale. Yeah, but yeah, in the alternate universes, it's mostly things switch around. There's one where all the characters gotta switch personalities. It's actually Asgore you see at the beginning instead of Toya, and Toya's the queen and all that stuff. It's a really Honestly, I could probably go make a video on like all of the alternate universes or fan creations of that. But yeah, in ZombieTale, ZombieTale universe timeline or whatever, the fallen human, or like the player character, I would say, the character was the human determination, has died, but not at the same time. They kind of got zombified, and the only thing they really feel is like hunger. It's kind of really, it can get spoopy, and kind of the writing is actually pretty decent, like for a fan creation. I assume it's just one guy or girl, just kind of drawing and writing the story as they go, or not as they go, but they kind of, they do the entire thing by themselves. But the writing, I would say, yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, the human, or like I would say maybe Frisk is like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's this universe thing. I don't really know what the main character's name is. I'm just gonna call him Frisk. So Frisk, kind of started a new timeline, but the human Frisk, he kind of like, he or she or they or whatever, they like died or something, and like since they have like the determination soul, they refuse to die, because I think that's like the first thing that you see is like, but it refused, and that's what the teaser did. But a lot of the story is like really big mystery, and honestly, I would push for like the person to like do their own stuff, like kind of make their own comic, because I would probably read it. I would buy the first issue and be like, yeah, I like this. But yeah, story was great mystery. Like, why is the human undead, and then why do they always just eat people? Well, I guess since they're a zombie, they just eat people. But yeah, like, how did it get to this point? Like, that's a lot of the big mystery that you get. And the sad thing is, it's actually not finished. I think it's been since like 2017, 2016, I think, since it started. But it's the person's free. It's made in the person's free time, and they're not really making any monetary things from it. So it makes sense in that context. But like, I do kind of wish it was finished. I wouldn't mind it being able to read the ending, because, like I keep on saying, the story is really good. But yeah, like everything that the human like kind of bites, and they like die. They kind of go into like the fallen down state, or like the where they kind of turn to dust. But then they kind of like turn to dust, and they kind of like turn to dust, like when you accidentally like hits a character too much, and then they die basically. Or if you're doing like the No Mercy or Genocide one, they mostly just kind of fade to dust. That's because that's what monsters do in the world of UnderTale. But in this world, they kind of come back. It kind of reminds me of the Amalgamites, how they kind of come back through like they explain it for like determination, and the same thing happens to Undyne and all worlds besides the pacifist one. Like, she has like determination, but it's too much for like the monster body or something like that. Something like if you go like down the rabbit hole of determination and all that, it's really interesting and really crazy. And like all the Alphys experiments in like the actual game is actually really, really messed up. Cause so in back to like ZombieTale, they kind of like turn into I want to say like kind of like the Amalgamite state, but they kind of all fuse together at the same time. That's part is kind of weird. And then it kind of like collects together, I guess, since determination, I guess. I don't know. It reminds me a lot of the Amalgamites kind of thing. The thing I really like is that you really... Okay, I think I'm too close. The thing I really like is like you really get into the thoughts of like Frisk or the fallen human, and you kind of see her like kind of like, oh, this feels really warm, but I still feel really cold, and it's really cool. Like I'm a big Zombies fan. You probably can tell from the whole thing, because they really interest me. I think it's kind of like what's the human survivor instinct, and like why seeing people like turn undead, dead but not really dead, you know. But yeah, I think the art is fantastic. I think it's like really beautiful, honestly. Because it kind of catches like the original like kind of feel of like the game, where it's kind of minimalistic, but then what's this art style? It's actually like I like that itself, like the soft kind of coloring, you know, kind of like Konosuba, and like in this, you know, like it's soft, but then it's also really outlined. I don't know, it's like soft but hard, you know, kind of like an egg, I guess. But yeah, it's the art is really beautiful, and like it can be brutal too. Some of the near the most recent one, like it's one of the fight scenes is actually really brutal. Like even if you can call it a fight scene, but it's really like kind of disturbing in a good way. Kind of like with our good horror, it's kind of like whoa. And yeah, honestly, like I said, goes so that's I just basically wanted to do like an intro kind of overview of like what I think about it, because it's actually really fantastic, and I just love talking about UnderTale again. And yeah, go check down in the Tumblr kind of thing. I wish there was an easier way to kind of view all of them, because Tumblr is, you know, not the greatest and like this kind of comic style, so I wouldn't mind seeing more of this, or if they did their own thing, because I don't really know too much about the creator. I just know about like I only read the comic and then that's it, really. But yeah, the story does move slow and fast, you know, at the same time, you know. That's the only real gripe, is like there's a bit of an odd pacing sometimes, but overall I think it's a really good read. Like it's free to like kind of read it all, and you can kind of just go through the whole thing in pretty much one sitting. But yeah, this is basically my overview of like ZombieTale, at least as it is in October. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.